Have you ever seen a shock video that is just so abhorrent and so grisly and gruesome that you just can't look away because you're already watching it? That is how I felt about Ash Trevino this entire time that she's been on the internet. Quite frankly, I can't even say the entire time she's been on the internet because I discovered her like maybe last month. She's been active for a minute, and I want to know just one question: why? Why has this woman been allowed to exist for as long as she has on the internet? Every time that I tell myself it can't get worse with Ash Trevino, she impresses me because yes, it can get worse. In all seriousness, I've never been more appalled that a human being, except human beings that, have ended up on fucking To Catch a Predator. But you know what? This is our fault. The human interest in spectacles needs to be studied because I am guilty of that, but there's a certain bit of a spectacle that I just refuse to engage in. Like, I'll watch a shitty reality TV show for the drama, for the mess of it. This is painful to even know about it existing. This is a woman who has gained notoriety for being an inmate hopper. Now, maybe I'm a prude, but I don't even like to be known as a homie hopper, so I've never engaged in homie hopper behavior. I can't imagine how it must feel to be known as an inmate hopper. And not inmate as in, oh, I was in jail for weed, or I was in jail for theft. You were in jail for murdering a 19 and 13-year-old, and Ash Trevino's panties are sodden. I just find it hard to believe that this woman is real. That this isn't a bit, and these aren't paid actors, and, we're just clowns engaging in all of it, like Nikocado Avocado and his I fooled you. I got fat but lost the weight very fast and just made it look like I was fat for over 5 years. Like a really shitty experiment, but hey, it was an experiment. This is not an experiment. This is a woman's raw emotions and things like that. I have no words. And the thing that's most concerning about Ash Trevino isn't even the inmate hopper thing. It's the fact that this is a woman with kids. How are you a woman with kids and you are hanging out with individuals closer in age to your children? The whole thing about her and her little boo thing named Santos, who is younger than I am, by the way, was one thing. You can even play the argument, well, Santos is illegal, which legality doesn't mean morals. My thing is, she did believe that Santos was 22, but even after finding out the age, continued to hang out with him, which, sure, yes, he's closer in age to your fucking children than you are, but you know what? But now she is with people, she was there when the arrest was being made of these 16-year-old, these 18 to 16-year-old who all had their blickies on them, they got that thing on them. These are children with guns. Children with guns. And bragged about paying their fucking bail. But, if you have enough money for these children's bail, I cannot figure what excuse you have for having your actual children sleep on fucking air mattresses. I wonder if these children have a bed yet, because that air mattress shit happened long ago. Are your children still sleeping in an air mattress, Miss Trevino? Are they? Here's how it made it very clear to me how lucky I am to have the parents that I have and not this woman. I don't know where in your mind, your mind green lights the words that come out of your mouth, including when you said that you pulled your daughter's hair because you thought that, your baby daddy loved your daughter more than he loved you, and then backpedaled and said, no, I said that I pulled her hair because she was trying to run away from me. No, you didn't, bitch. We have you on live saying what you said. But that's neither here nor there. To say I have never been deemed an unfit mother by CPS, even though I've had over 20 CPS cases, my children have never been removed from me. And being proud of that. Now, I know that CPS likes to fuck over a bunch of, kids whose parents are just trying to do what they can to make ends meet and things like that, and aren't as available. But this woman is making enough to support her children and chooses to hang out with 16 to 18-year-olds while they're all getting arrested, paying their bills, having them sleep on the fucking floor. And there was a live where the daughter, she has 2 daughters, 3 or 4, I don't know. This woman has said that she's had up to 10 children. She was on her TikTok live because that's how she earns her money, dancing, making a complete ass of herself, dancing, whatever. And her youngest daughter starts throwing up. her oldest is being like, she just threw up, and then she's like, stop lying. No, you're lying. No, you're lying. And then her other daughter, I think is this one, I don't know if it was the same daughter or the one that had just thrown up, she says, is she still dancing on TikTok? And then she's like, it smells really bad. And she's like, does it smell like nunu? Which, by the way, is her term for her vagina, her adult pussy. And the way that term came to be is when she had said that she has seen this 19-year-old named Santos Pipi, and that he's already seen her nunu, aka her pussy. It took her a while to actually go tend to her child. Maybe Ash Trevino should have been my mom, and let's see how long I could have continued to have been a successful bulimic. Oh, and by the way, she's had no problem letting her children know that she didn't even want him in the first place, that she didn't even want to get pregnant. That's a completely fine thing to say to your children. It's not going to have any long-term consequences at all, you know. Oh, and then recommending to your daughter that she get lip filler, and then even after the daughter says, I'm content with my fucking body, with my fucking lips, she goes on to say, baby, they're not that big. It's always moms that see their daughters as competition that honestly there is a new level of hell for them. The inmate hopper thing also sucks because she's on live laughing at victims, and yes, these are not inmates in jail for weed or theft. They are murdering. They have murdered. One of them murdered a 19 and a 13-year-old girl. The other one broke the fucking, he had an infant daughter, broke her fucking femur, I think that was. These are the men that she keeps around her children. Oh yeah, and she's introduced these men to her children. I've always considered myself Hispanic, you know. I don't know if I'm second or first gen. I'm second gen. My mom is first gen. My dad was like he died. Oh my god. He is from Mexico. So I'm somewhat in between. I grew up speaking Spanish in all my life, and I've always been proud of being Hispanic. But if this is my representation, I just no longer want it. I don't want it. I wish I was white. Or well, like, fully white. Donald Trump, if you were watching, you deport Ash Trevino to hell, and you let immigrants stay here, because I have Shadi that cuts my hair, and like, she didn't do my bangs. Like, she would be disappointed if I saw me. Like, I did this, but she like cuts my bangs at good price, so it's like, don't do that. If we send this woman to the center of the earth, I don't think many people would be upset. In fact, even people were celebrating the TikTok ban because it meant that we would never have to see Ash Trevino nor her pepperonis that she flashed to that same 19-year-old that saw her nunu after she said that she saw his pee-pee. We would never have to hear from this bitch again, and I just think that would make the world a much better place. Thank you.